So I am about 140 kilometers away from the ferry, and here we have the giant Western Red Cedar at this rest stop. It's kind of cool. Looks like they chopped the top of it off though, which isn't so cool. Climbing is prohibited. It's quite large here, see? It's just a stump. Quite large. Here's a penguin for comparison's sake. Very, very big. You could probably drive a car through there, but it's the big Cedar Stump. But anyway. Hi! So anyway, it's rainy in the Pacific Northwest rainforest. What a surprise. And I'm closing in on getting to the Canadian border, and I'm just having a little step out of the car for now because it's kind of tiring just driving and driving and driving. And this is one of the more interesting places to stop. And yeah, I guess I don't really have that much to say right now, other than I wish I was home because this part is kind of a burden. And I kind of wish that I was back in one of the hot springs down by the Salton Sea or in Desert Hot Springs, where I was swimming on my back leisurely under the palm trees in the warmth and everything was nice and warm, but it's not like that up here. It's cold. Anyway, that's it for now. Hi, so I managed to get on the 5 o'clock ferry and I'm heading back to the island. And yeah, there seems to be something in my purse that makes doors to like the gift shop go beep beep beep. I'm gonna have to dump it all out when I get home and find out what kind of contraband is hiding in there. I just saw a post on Facebook from Halcyon with a giant ice cream cone, and I think I may go and get one. Anyway, kind of happy to be heading home, but kind of sad to have left the nicer weather behind, because obviously it's going to be a while until it's nice here. But anyway, there's the view. It's a pretty nice view. There's the big ferry. Apparently one of their ferries broke down, so this is a old ferry and it kind of shakes. Anyway, getting off this outer deck and going inside. Okay, bye. Hi there. This is probably going to be my last video from this trip. This trip I intended to redo part of my trip from 2014 when I went down to see Bequinox, and then I drove all the way to Texas and then back again, and it's been fun. I'm glad I came because the weather was definitely much better than staying at home, and my face is a little red from all the sun I saw, but I think I achieved what I wanted to. I wanted to get away from winter because we had snow even like at the beginning of March, and so I did that. And I wanted to see the first couple days of Bequinox, and I did that, and nothing bad happened, like friends' purses getting stolen from grocery carts. And I didn't have to replace the brakes on the RV this time like I did after going down the coastal highway 2 years ago, which wouldn't have been possible this year because there's a bridge out near Big Sur and they've had some mudslides and stuff. And I got to see a new part of California. I had never been to Death Valley, and I got to see 2 new hot springs that were kind of wild, and I got to see Mammoth Lakes for the first time. So it was a very good trip, and I also got a little more into the habit of doing video logs, and I'm going to try and put them together into some sort of little story. And I found out where Box Canyon really is. It just sits nicely in between Joshua Tree Park and the Salton Sea. And now I know where it is on the map. So it was worthwhile. So this is it for Penguins Wanderlust and Salt Take 2. Bye!